I think there's so many influences on everyone, like the media, like what people see in magazines and on TV shows that just aren't right. We know that they aren't right. And we want to be together, the teenagers who show that like you don't have to be like that. You don't have to be like whatever People magazine wants you to be like. Like you can set your own goals and you can be your own person and you don't have to go with the flow. You can make the right decisions, and it can be cool. There's plenty of us doing it.
I can go to them and talk to them about anything. I can be open with them, and they won't look at you a different way or anything. You just come as you are.
I think we have to remember that kids and adolescents do have stressors, and they do feel pressure, and they do wonder how things are gonna turn out in the end. So they need hope, and they need to know that things are going to work out, and that, you know, life has its ups and its downs, and it's ups again, then it's downs again. So that's a normal part of life, and we all get through it.
I'd say our educators do a great job of showing love over time, and that kind of love is something that they're not used to seeing. A 30-second commercial doesn't show love over time, and an hour-long TV show doesn't show love over time. But a person against a person can like show that love in a relationship, and just the sincerity, time and again.
I'm going to be with students from the 6th grade all the way up to the 12th grade. And so that lets me know that in that time they are going to have failures. And it's not my job to point out their failures and to point out their inadequacies. But what we try to do, we try our best to hold them accountable to the standard that they set for themselves.
Yeah, it's like when you mess up, you know you've messed up, and just this whole guilt thing, it hurts inside. But when you know you've done the right thing, it's just that much more rewarding later on.
They actually want direction. They may act like they don't want direction, but they're looking for direction. And then we're there to help show them the right way. While their minds are open to all these different ways that they can go, you know, I'm here to show them which way to go. You know, be some type of light, plant some type of seed.
When you realize that life isn't necessarily about you all the time, that's a tough place to be, but it's also very rewarding because then you can put yourself into other people. And I think as an organization, that's what we're doing.
Kids, they don't care what you know unless they know that you care. So it just drives me. It drives me.
I say it all the time. I enjoy the light bulb moments when they have that happen. And then once you can get them to see that they have a choice, they feel empowered, so they can go out and take a stand. So that's why I'm here.
Right. It helps me bring out my inner fierceness. That's what it helps.
Even students who aren't in the program, they can come up to them and ask them questions, and the instructor is willing to give them advice, help, you know, even if the help is just listening. And that's really nice because, you know, a lot of times people just want to be able to talk things through, and then they'll realize what they should be doing.
I hope to get future generations into it, to let them see how good of a community this is. I mean, good people that is in here. And to let them know that it's not just people trying to say, oh, you gotta do this, you better do this, you just have to do this. It's just like, they're giving you an option, and if you choose to take that option, they'll, you know, help you through and lead you.
Now, I stand up in front of the class or the crowd, and I let them know that I'm not perfect. And they see it, and they talk to me. They don't necessarily go up and do what I just did, but they say, I like what you did, I look up to you. And it felt good to have somebody say, Nick, I look up to you. Like, I know I'm a leader, but for the person to admit, or to let me know that I'm doing a good job at what I'm trying to do, it just made me feel wonderful.